Hi, this is Ashley back with another reading, and this reading is going to be on Cardi B and her acting career. As we all know, she's in the new Fast and Furious movie, and then also in Big Paper, she mentioned that after she was done with rapping, she got Hollywood waiting for her. So I want to see how her acting career will be. Before we get into anything, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So let's start off with this. Let's see. How will Cardi B's acting career be in the future? Cardi B. How will her acting career be in the future? So she's going to get a lot of, I guess, support when it comes to her acting career. The Sun card is here. This talks about being positive, warmth. This talks about people really being accepting towards you. Okay, so Hollywood is going to accept her. I do see the Seven of Cups here. This talks about getting a lot of options, getting a lot of opportunities, being able to work with a lot of people. The Seven of Cups, this talks about when you're able to work with a lot of people, do collaborations. That's what the Seven of Cups upright represents, okay? But the Two of Swords is here. This talks about it will cause a little bit of stress for her. It might become a little bit overwhelming for her because, you know, acting is a totally different ball game from, you know, music. Okay, you got to remember lines, you got to really get into character, and the feedback from people is very important because, you know, they do have that award show where it's like the worst films ever, or like the worst movies of the year. I think they still have that. So it's almost like if she's gonna go into acting and do more movies, people could be critical of her, but Hollywood is going to accept her. Not necessarily the fans or maybe the general public, but the Hollywood, you know, the executives in Hollywood, they're going to accept her. The Lovers card is here. This talks about harmony. You know, it's almost like they know they're going to make a profit off of her, okay? But then we have the Two of Wands in reverse. This talks about, you know, something becoming stagnant, her not being able to make full progression, but she's going to have good opportunities for her when it comes to her acting. I think that what's going to happen is eventually she's going to get into something else because it's going to become overwhelming for her. Okay. You know, you got to remember lines. Sometimes you're on set for 3 to 6 months, depending if you're doing a movie or a TV show. It takes a couple months. So it's time consuming. Okay. It's time consuming. So that's also going to kind of stress her out. It might not be in LA or Atlanta, which I think she resides in is Atlanta or LA. I think she lives in one of those states in those places. So it just seems as though it might become overwhelming for her. The Two of Wands is here in reverse. That represents, you know, kind of being stagnant, not being able to make progression. The Two of Swords, that talks about stress. It talks about having your guard up. So it's going to take a toll on her, but she's going to have a good amount of success, especially in the beginning, okay? So it just looks like it's not going to be something long-term for her. Okay, eventually she's going to get into something else. But when she's in it, she's going to get a lot of opportunities. She might not even take some of them. Okay. Let's see. Will Cardi B win any awards for her acting? Will Cardi B win any awards in her acting career? Cardi B. Will she win any awards in her acting career? I feel like there is an opportunity for her to win something due to her connections, okay? The King of Swords in reverse, this talks about a misuse of power, okay? And just how, like, the music industry, there's politics in the acting world. Okay, there's politics everywhere. So it does look like due to her connection, she could possibly win an award. Okay, the Three of Cups is here. This talks about collaborations. This talks about friendships. This talks about, you collaborating with people, you having connections with people. And then the King of Swords, this talks about, a misuse of power. We also have the Ace of Wands here. This talks about opportunities being presented, people extending the olive branch towards you. Okay. We also got, the Page of Pentacles. This kind of talks about things coming into fruition, having opportunities, overseas opportunities. So it looks like it is possible for her to win an award due to her connections that she has. Okay. It seems as Hollywood is going to want to accept her because they see money signs, they see dollar signs, they see a profit. Okay. And depending on what type of movie she's in, Cardi does have a fan base. So those people are going to watch it. So it looks like it is a possibility due to the connections that she has. Okay. Let's see. What else did I want to ask? Will Cardi B take acting seriously? Cardi B, will she take the acting career seriously? Cardi B, will she take her acting career seriously? It's almost like I don't think she's going to take it too seriously. I think she's just going to do it for fun, and for basically just, having an extra income. Because the Six of Cups is here in reverse. This talks about being playful, just, taking it one day at a time, not being too serious. So that's what the Six of Cups in reverse represents, being playful, kind of like not really taking anything too seriously. And then we have the Moon card here. This kind of represents, having fear or anxiety. This talks about when you're kind of fearful of a situation, it is weighing on your, mind. So it's almost going to be like too much for her to handle. We also have, the Ten of Wands. This talks about burdens. This talks about delegation, carrying all the work. And it's almost, this energy kind of speaks about her feeling like she always has to do more than her partner. And her partner is offset. She feels like, she's putting more to the table. Okay, so it's going to be like a burden to do acting. I heard she wants to get into makeup and clothes. So she's going to feel like she's carrying all the workload. Like, what are you doing? And then the Five of Swords, it talks about past resentment and forgiveness in reverse. So this kind of speaks about her trying to forgive certain people in the industry, but also forgiving, her partner, because she has to really carry the whole workload. So it's going to become too stressful for her, remembering lines, focusing on her beauty line, focusing on her clothing line that she says she wants to get into, because it seems like she wants to get into a lot of stuff, but it's going to be stressful. And then the Nine of Cups, this talks about her feeling satisfied, but this also talks about when somebody is kind of materialistic. So her motives for getting into acting are not just because she has the love for it. She knows that, actors can make a lot of money. Okay, especially if you're in a lot of movies, you don't necessarily have to be super talented. You hear it all the time with like Kevin Hart, how people say, oh, Kevin Hart's not talented, blah, blah, blah. But he still makes millions every time he puts out a movie. People say he's not funny, he's not talented, but he still makes millions. So she knows that there's money signs attached to it. We also have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about when you're disorganized, everything is not organized. Your planner or the agenda that you have for the day is not organized, and you're carrying too much. So it does seem like she's going to, do it for a little while. Then she's going to pull into something else. She also has the King of Wands energy. This talks about when you're business minded, you're a leader, you're focused on your money, you're focused on your business, and you know how to get money. You know how to hustle. Okay, but it doesn't look like she's going to take it super seriously. It looks like she's going to try to, and then eventually she's going to get into something else because it's going to be too stressful. If you like this quick reading, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. It does look like she's going to have a good little run with her acting career, or she's going to get a lot of opportunities, but it's just not something that she's going to really take seriously. Not going to be a Meryl Streep or anything like that, but she's going to get into it because the bag is going to be good. So I hope you guys have a great day and see you in the next video.